waters from Cape Elizabeth, Maine to the Merrimack River, Massachusetts, out 25 nautical miles. Rest of tonight, southwest winds around 10 knots. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Wave detail, south 2 feet at 3 seconds and southeast 2 feet at 8 seconds. Monday, south winds 10 to 15 knots, increasing to 15 to 20 knots in the afternoon. Seas 2 to 4 feet. Wave detail, south 4 feet at 5 seconds and southeast 2 feet at 8 seconds. Monday night, south winds 15 to 20 knots, becoming southwest 10 to 15 knots after midnight. Seas 3 to 4 feet. Wave detail, south 4 feet at 5 seconds and southeast 3 feet at 8 seconds. Tuesday, south winds around 10 knots with gusts up to 20 knots. Seas 2 to 4 feet. Wave detail, southeast 3 feet at 6 seconds and southeast 2 feet at 12 seconds. Tuesday night, south winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts up to 20 knots. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Wave detail, south 3 feet at 5 seconds and southeast 2 feet at 11 seconds. Wednesday, southwest winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming south 10 to 15 knots with gusts up to 20 knots in the afternoon. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Wave detail, south 2 feet at 4 seconds. Wednesday night, southwest winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts up to 20 knots. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Thursday, southwest winds around 10 knots. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Thursday night, southwest winds 5 to 10 knots. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Friday, west winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming southeast in the afternoon. Seas 2 to 3 feet. A chance of showers in the afternoon. Friday night, west winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming north after midnight. Seas around 2 feet. A chance of showers in the evening. High pressure across the waters will move slowly east tonight and will shift east of the area Monday. A warm front will lift slowly northeast over the inner waters near the coast Monday through early Tuesday. The high pressure area will persist east and then southeast of the waters Monday night through Friday night. A cold front will move gradually south across the region Thursday into Friday night. Tonight, south to southwest winds 5 to 15 knots, becoming southwest 5 to 10 knots. Seas 3 to 4 feet. Monday, south winds 10 to 15 knots, increasing to 15 to 25 knots. Seas 3 to 5 feet. Monday night, south to southwest winds 15 to 25 knots. Seas 3 to 6 feet. Tuesday, south to southwest winds 10 to 20 knots. Seas 3 to 5 feet. Tuesday night, southwest winds 10 to 20 knots. Seas 3 to 5 feet. Wednesday, southwest winds 10 to 20 knots. Seas 3 to 5 feet. Wednesday night, southwest winds 15 to 25 knots. Seas 4 to 6 feet. Thursday, southwest winds 10 to 20 knots. Seas 3 to 6 feet. Thursday night, west to southwest winds 15 to 25 knots. Seas 4 to 6 feet. Friday, west to southwest winds 5 to 15 knots. Seas 3 to 5 feet. Friday night, variable winds 5 to 15 knots, becoming north to northeast 5 to 10 knots. Seas 3 to 4 feet. Here are the latest automated marine observations along the Maine and New Hampshire coasts as of 10 p.m. At Mount Desert Rock, the wind was southwest at 13 knots, and the air temperature was 54. At Matunucas Rock, the wind was southwest at 12 knots, and the air temperature was 57. At the Portland Weather Buoy, the wind was southwest at 8 knots, with gusts to 10 knots. The temperature was 59, with 2-foot seas every 10 seconds. The report from Wells was not available. Isles of Shoals had south winds at 13 knots. The temperature was 61. At Jeffreys, Ledge the water temperature was 62, with 2-foot seas every 9 seconds. The report from Cash's Ledge was not available. At George's Bank, the water temperature was 58. Here are the 10 p.m. reports from around New England. In New Hampshire, at Concord, it was clear the temperature was 63 degrees, the dew point 49, giving a relative humidity of 60%. The wind was southeast at 3 miles an hour, and the pressure was 30.21 inches and rising. Portsmouth, mostly cloudy, the temperature was 61. Manchester was mostly cloudy and 63. Jaffrey, clear 62. In Lebanon, it was clear with a temperature of 61. At the summit of Mount Washington, it was partly cloudy. The temperature was 43 and the wind was west at 23 miles an hour. Berlin, clear and 51. Whitefield was clear and 53. In Vermont, Burlington was mostly cloudy and 68. Montpelier reports clear and 63 degrees. In Maine, Portland was clear. The temperature was 58 degrees. Augusta, clear 57. Freiburg, clear 59. In southern New England, Boston was mostly cloudy and 64. Worcester was clear and 62. Hartford, Connecticut, mostly cloudy 68. Providence, Rhode Island, mostly cloudy 60. In Albany, New York, it was mostly cloudy. The temperature was 68, and in New York City, it was mostly cloudy and 67 degrees. And now here is the latest weather summary for New Hampshire and western Maine. High pressure will move off the New England coastline tonight, allowing for continued mild temperatures and low humidity. A warm front will move into the region Monday, followed by a stretch of very hot and humid conditions through the week. A weak cold front will slowly cross through the region on Thursday and Friday. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for coastal New Hampshire, including the city of Portsmouth. Rest of tonight, partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 50s. Light and variable winds. Monday, partly sunny. Highs in the upper 70s near the coast, with highs in the lower 80s inland. South winds around 10 miles an hour. Monday night, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 60s. Southwest winds around 10 miles an hour. Tuesday, partly sunny. Hot with highs in the mid-90s. Light and variable winds, becoming south around 10 miles an hour in the afternoon. Heat index values up to 103 in the afternoon. Tuesday night, mostly clear. Humid with lows in the upper 60s. Light and variable winds. Heat index values in the upper 90s early until midnight. Juneteenth, mostly sunny. Hot with highs in the upper 90s. Wednesday night through Thursday night, partly cloudy. Hot. Lows in the lower 70s. Highs around 100. Friday and Friday night, partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Hot. Highs in the mid-90s. Lows in the mid-60s. Chance of rain 40%. Saturday, partly sunny. A chance of showers in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Chance of rain 40%. Saturday night and Sunday, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers. Lows in the lower 60s. Highs in the lower 80s. Chance of rain 40%. Here is excessive heat watch information for the following areas in New Hampshire, eastern Hillsborough, interior Rockingham, Merrimack, and western and central Hillsborough. What? Dangerously hot conditions with heat index values up to 105 possible. Where? Western and central Hillsborough, Merrimack, eastern Hillsborough, and interior Rockingham counties. When? From Wednesday afternoon through Thursday evening. Impacts. Heat-related illnesses increase significantly during extreme heat and high humidity events. Drink plenty of fluids, stay in an air-conditioned room, stay out of the Sunday, and check up on relatives and neighbors. Do not leave young children and pets in unattended vehicles. Car interiors will reach lethal temperatures in a matter of minutes. Here is excessive heat watch information for the following areas in Massachusetts, central Middlesex County, eastern Franklin, southeast Middlesex, and western Essex. What? Dangerously hot conditions with heat index values up to 106 possible. Where? In Connecticut, Hartford, Connecticut, and Tolland, Connecticut counties. In Massachusetts, central Middlesex, Massachusetts, southeast Middlesex, Massachusetts, western Norfolk, Massachusetts, western Essex, Massachusetts, eastern Franklin, Massachusetts, eastern Hampden, Massachusetts, and eastern Hampshire, Massachusetts counties. When? From Tuesday afternoon through Friday evening. Impacts. Heat-related illnesses increase significantly during extreme heat and high humidity events. Here is the recreation forecast for Lake Winnipesaukee. Rest of tonight, south south winds around 5 miles per hour. Waves around 1 foot. Partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 50s. Thunderstorms are not forecast for this period. Water temperature 67 degrees. Monday, southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Waves around 1 foot. Partly sunny. Highs in the upper 70s. Thunderstorms are not forecast for this period. Water temperature 67 degrees. Here is the recreation forecast for summits of Mount Monadnock and North Pack Monadnock Mountain. Rest of tonight, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-50s. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour with gusts up to 25 miles per hour. Monday, mostly cloudy in the morning, then becoming partly sunny. Highs in the upper 70s. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour with gusts up to 25 miles per hour. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station KZZ40 broadcasting on a frequency of 162.45 megahertz from Saddleback Mountain near Deerfield, New Hampshire. The current time is 11:07 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The following is a summary of watches, warnings, and advisories in effect. For the KZZ40 listening area, excessive heat watch has been extended until 8 p.m. Thursday for the following areas: in New Hampshire, eastern Hillsborough, interior Rockingham, Merrimack, and western and central Hillsborough. An excessive heat watch remains in effect from noon Tuesday until 7 p.m. Friday for the following areas: in Massachusetts, central Middlesex County, southeast Middlesex, and western Essex. The 10 p.m. coastal weather observations for southwest Maine and New Hampshire. In Rockland, it was clear the temperature was 54 and the wind was southwest at 6 miles an hour. In Wiscasset, it was clear the temperature was 56 and the wind was southwest at 3 miles an hour. At Portland, it was clear the temperature was 58 degrees, the dew point 45, giving a relative humidity of 62%. The wind was southwest at 6 miles an hour and the pressure was 30.22 inches and rising. In New Hampshire, Portsmouth was mostly cloudy. The temperature was 61 and the wind was south at 5 miles an hour. The 11 p.m. coastal weather observations for southwest Maine and New Hampshire. In Rockland, it was clear the temperature was 52 and the wind was calm. In Wiscasset, it was clear the temperature was 54 and the wind was west at 3 miles an hour. At Portland, it was clear the temperature was 57 degrees, the dew point 49, giving a relative humidity of 74%. The wind was south at 6 miles an hour and the pressure was 30.21 inches and falling. In New Hampshire, Portsmouth was mostly cloudy. The temperature was 61 and the wind was south at 5 miles an hour. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for coastal New Hampshire, including the city of Portsmouth. Rest of tonight, partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 50s. Light and variable winds. Monday, partly sunny. Highs in the upper 70s near the coast, with highs in the lower 80s inland. South winds around 10 miles an hour. Monday night, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 60s. Southwest winds around 10 miles an hour. Here is the latest marine forecast for the following coastal waters from Cape Elizabeth, Maine to the Merrimack River, Massachusetts, out 25 nautical miles.